Boy, you should have known by now. Easy does.
And suddenly, Easy found himself all alone. He dropped 2 solo EPs, 5150, Home for the Sick in 92, and it's on Dr. Dre 187 Killer, the latter of which was made in response to the anti-Easy content of Dre's first solo album, The Chronic. It was during this period the tensions appeared to be high between the former NWA members. It was the Cubeless NWA who drew first blood at Cube with Message to Benedict Arnold. That was answered by Cube's No Vaseline, which inspired the newly solo Dr. Dre to target Cube as well as Easy and Dre Day. Then Easy ended the diss fest with Real Compton City G's. But even after all that drama, Cube and Easy eventually patched up their differences, as well as Easy and Dre. Well, sort of.
Well, it was a little bit of animosity because of the records that we did, you know. I ain't gonna say it was just like peaches and cream, because it wasn't, you know. Like I said, we talked, we laughed and talked a few minutes about some old times just over the telephone. Actually, we talked twice. And, you know, we was basically all the record stuff was squashed. You know, I said what I had to say about him, he said what he had to say about me, and that was that. You know, we both made some money. It was all good. You know, we're going to hook back up and hopefully do the NWA thing.
The NWA thing was the rumored NWA reunion album. Dre speaks on how close that was to happening.
I was doing the Nate Dogg video and the Dog Pound video, and during that video shoot, I was talking to Easy on the telephone, and we were setting up meetings to get together. Me, him, Q, Yella, and Ren, you know. Everybody else was with it, but, you know, it was just me and Easy that had to come to a settlement, you know. So we settled on the meeting, we were going to hook it up. Actually, Mike Conception got us together. You know, Mike Conception got us on the phone together, and we started talking. You know, it was like, yo, boo bam, before you know it, we was laughing about old times and this and that. We were going to hook up.
Ice Cube was even with the idea of an NWA reunion.
Yeah, I had no problem with putting the group back together and doing the record, and I had no problem with that. He knew it, you know what I'm saying? But then a new beef developed, you know, the Dre and Easy thing. And I would tell him, I said, you got to settle that. You know what I'm saying? You get that settled. I'm cool. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Just let's do it. So, I mean, last conversation I had with him was in New York about 2 weeks before he got sick. And I said the same thing.
But just as no one really knew about a possible reunion album, no one really knew the whole Eazy-E. And according to Yella, very few people saw the real Eric Wright.
His image was one thing, but personally, he was like one of the coolest persons you want to know. Because he was a person that didn't say no. Never say no. You ask him this, he never say, nah, man. He'd just say, I'll call you back. You know, he just, you know, he did a lot for a lot of people. A lot of these, you know, rappers on his label and all that, he did a lot for them. Everybody know that too, you know. But he, you know, he was a real nice person. Deep down inside, he was a nice person.
Greg Mack has similar memories of Eazy's huge heart and concern for young kids.
So many people don't know all of the times that he would go and just pick up busloads of kids in the hood, poor kids, and take them up to Magic Mountain and spend the whole day with them. So many people don't know about all the different children's organizations, all the money he gave to charity, all the thousands. I mean, it's got to be near $1 million at least that he's given to charities just on the DL, and he didn't want nobody to know. You know, he was just that kind of person. A lot of people don't know that side of him.
Some thought he was being a tad bit too nice in 1991 when he accepted an invitation from Bob Dole to attend an exclusive White House luncheon for Republican campaign contributors. But while hip-hop heads were calling him a sellout, the fact was that he was invited because of his generous contributions to various charities.
I run this thing called Athletes and Entertainers for Kids and Make-A-Wish Foundation and all other little, you know, different charities. I am not a Republican. That was a publicity stunt. I'm a Republican. It's like I paid $1,500 for $1 million worth of press.